pretty pumped, and they love the simplicity of the strategy. Go ahead.
Awesome, I love it. Yeah, it's all about keeping it as simple as possible. So I get a quick bonus sip of water. Okay. So far we have the products ready to sell, and we're going to go through the rest of the system. So how it's going to work is, I mentioned in the beginning that I have an offer for you at the end. We have an hour together, and I still want to explain steps 4 through 7. So what I'm going to do here is kind of do two things at once. I need to find a better phrase than kill two birds with one stone, but I want to do something where I can explain the offer at the same time as give you more content. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to walk you through steps 4 through 7, and then also go over, as I'm doing it, the offer that is available for you. Whether or not you decide to invest, you still want to make sure you're paying attention to every word. You're going to learn the rest of the system so you can implement it. We're also going to walk through how to put a listing on Amazon. So far you have steps 1 through 3, which is find your niche, make a great design, launch on, use gearbubble. Use gearbubble are the same thing. And the next thing is we want to find sales getting keywords so that you can get found. What this means is we want to start looking for the types of words that people will be using to find your products. Because there's obvious ones, right? Like funny knitting mug. And then there's ones that are not so obvious, maybe like funny knitting mug for sister, or funny knitting birthday present gift, or something, or funny knitting birthday gift. You can see if you do a search on Amazon, you could do a search for mug for M, and there's all kinds of permutations here. So we go over how to do that, the best tools for automating your keyword research, making it very, very simple. We go over how you can see how many searches per month there are for different keywords, so you can grab the best kind of low-hanging fruit possible. You want to go for ones that will get you sales. And this is the step that'll take your mugs from being hidden to going onto the top of the search engines. The reason why I like to do this before launching the products is because this step is so important for, as I said, being seen on the search engines, that we don't want to have to go back and do any editing later, because I like to make this as simple as possible and set it and forget it. So we get the keywords right in the first place, pop them into the title, launch, and then move on. So after we do that, we launch our products on Amazon. And what we go over in the course on this part is we go over how you can rank high on Amazon search engines so people can find and buy your items. When I say rank high, I mean if someone does a search for funny knitting mug, how you can get your product to the top of that page. Learn to find where people would people who would love to buy discounted products to increase your sales ranking. Because you can't do incentivized reviews anymore on Amazon. It's against the rules. But you can do discounted products where you give people discounts so that you can have them buy your product. And what that does is it teaches Amazon that people want to buy your product. So it gives you what is called sales velocity. And once Amazon sees people want to buy your product, then they start rewarding you by getting you in front of more people. So we go over how you can do that, because it starts to snowball into more and more sales. How you can sell personalized mugs. This is something that customers absolutely love. It really increases your perceived value, so you can have the price a lot higher than $14.95 on your products. Go over how to set up your accounts the easy way. So even if you don't live in the United States, you can still sell on Amazon. A lot of people are worried that you can't. You absolutely can. We go over an interview with an Amazon expert doing really well on Amazon. She gives lots of tips, different ways to use sponsored ads. I say all the time, like, I barely know how to use these sponsored ads. You absolutely do not need to use them, by the way. But if you want to, you can see here, I pulled a year-to-date sponsored ads. I spent $22.50. This is year-to-date. On a monthly basis, it's much less. $15,000 in sales for that, and 14.9% of my ads went to profit. So obviously, if you had to spend $2,000 but could make back $15,000, it's a pretty nice agreement there. So we go over that and really a lot more in this section. And people have been doing really, really well with Amazon. Here's someone last night, we got our 5K badge. I love this because he was saying before he was between contracts, he was living on hot dogs. It's going to be a steak night once he gets his payment. This one, Amazon, 1,088 orders for the month of December. Here's someone from Thailand. He just started 2 months ago, and he's had a screenshot showing that he's getting sales constantly. Okay, so I'm going to have another sip of water, and then I'm going to walk you through how you can list your product on Amazon. Okay. To list your product on Amazon, you would go to sellercentral.amazon.com. And this is free to sign up. If you go to sign up normally, there's going to be a $40 a month option. You don't need to do it in order to be able to sell here. And of course, we go over how you can get the free link. I'm not sure off the top of my head how to do it, but it's possible somehow. Then you go into, to create a product, you go to inventory and then add a product, which is this page here. And then we click on create a new product listing. We have to search for, and the reason why we're searching for our product listing, by the way, is because we just created a product out of thin air. We came up with that phrase by rewriting a little bit. We came up with our design, put it on the actual product, and it's something that didn't exist yet. So we go here to search for your product's category. I just put in novelty coffee mug because it's the simplest way to find it. And then we search here in novelty coffee mugs for categories. And this is the category where our mug is going to go. Now here for product name, usually you would have done your keyword research as explained in the course, and then you would put the keywords and the best title possible here in product name. For now, I'll just put, even on a bad day, you can still knit. And then for your brand name, you can put in whatever you want. I'll just put in bad day knits here. And I'm going to show you how you can put in a UPC code here. In the course, we show you how you don't need to pay for UPC codes because it can start to get expensive. We go over how you can list pretty much unlimited products without ever paying anything for the UPCs. But for now, let me show you the UPC code here, product ID, and then you put in UPC. Then we go over here to offer. And the fulfillment channel, we can either do, I want to ship this item myself to the customer if it sells, or we can do, I want Amazon to ship and provide customer service for my items. We pick, I want to ship this item myself, because the beauty of this system is that you only ever have to pay for anything after you already make a sale. So we're selling these products, and after you make the sale, then you can start to have it fulfilled for you. So we can't send it to Amazon in advance because that would mean we'd have to pay for inventory. And we don't want to pay for inventory. We want to keep it simple. For price here, I'll put in $14.95. Condition is new. Quantity, I'm going to put in a bunch of 9s because why not? We have unlimited inventory. We don't have to buy anything in advance or anything like that. These can be made in unlimited quantities for us. Then we go over here to images. And this is where we upload the images that we've grabbed from uploading our design. So it's kind of interesting. You can see we can sell these products that have never actually been made, make thousands of listings, and never actually have to buy inventory, even really touch a mug. And that's it. You get a thing from Amazon saying that after the 15 minutes, your items will be up and ready to go. Okay. Now, I walked you through just now how you could do all of that. We actually offer an Amazon integration as well. And the way that that works is you take your product that you just uploaded on gearbubble. I'll actually walk you through real quick. And you go into your order dashboard, you hit the upload button, and then we just added a bunch of them. It says your product will be uploaded and it gets sent over to Amazon on your behalf. Then, once you make a sale on Amazon, the customer information gets ported back into gearbubble. It goes to the different fulfillment centers. They create your product for you, ship it to your customer, and then the tracking number gets sent back to Amazon on your behalf. So it's very hands-off, and all you're really focusing on is creating your super simple designs. See someone here, gotta love auto fulfillment. First order was November 1st. Tracking number just now updated, just in time to be included to our next payment. Hands-off revenue. So this is something I'll go into here in a little bit. It makes it even more simple. Otherwise, you just have to manually input the customer addresses and the tracking numbers and all that. And you'll have to make sure that you're around at least every day to put in the information. Totally doable. The integration certainly makes it a bit easier. Definitely make sure to look at the personalized mugs as well. This is something we go over in the course a bit because, as I mentioned, these have a really high perceived value. You could have a very simple mug that says something like, name here loves rabbits. People can go and upload the name, you know, Rachel loves rabbits, and then they have a really personalized, thoughtful gift to give people, and you could make a lot more money for that. It's very easy to make personalized products in gearbubble. So we go over that. You can see here people saying doing so well with custom mugs, just did 2 more. One sold, second one approved, another sale, another customized, 5 custom mugs, and on and on. The next step is to launch on more sites. We started with Amazon, and now there's Etsy, there's eBay, there's Bonanza, different places. Etsy and eBay are my second favorite. And actually, some people do better on Etsy than Amazon. We have lots of people that do really well. Here's someone, he said, $54,992 net profit, that's take-home pure profit, that he made for November through December. All but $9,500 of that was Etsy. Here's someone, 100 sales on Etsy. Here's someone for eBay. He said $9,226 for November. Someone $25.88 for the last 31 days. And I just want to show you that you can get lots of success on these other sites as well. So what we go over in the course is how you can get your Amazon listings, if you start with Amazon, how you can import them into other marketplaces, best practices for making as many sales as possible on eBay, Etsy, Shopify. There is a video on, I actually met this person at a flea market around here. I randomly went one day and I saw a girl who was doing customized signs, and I asked her if she ever sold them on Etsy. She said that she did, and she actually had her college professor wanting her to teach a course because she does so well. And I was able to talk her into making a video for everyone in our course. So she goes over how she does that. There's tools that help you get feedback on eBay really quickly. We go over that. Really a lot more in growing. People are saying, here's someone that was using Etsy a lot, and says, is anyone getting sales without ads? Says, oh yeah, low-hanging system. And he posted forever ago when he hit 100 orders. He's gotten way more since then. And you definitely want to make sure that you are posting on those sites as well. A lot of people focus on Amazon, but you can see lots of people getting all kinds of orders. I love somebody like, opened my Etsy store today, just got my first sale. That doesn't always happen. It happens sometimes. This one, Happy Day, just got 1 order on Etsy after I posted only 4 designs 3 days ago. And 4 designs took her probably a couple minutes max, and to already get sales on these places, pretty cool. And then even more people doing really well. Okay. Quick, so what are next? Step 7 is processing your orders. With the processing your orders, I like to say that when I first started marketing, one of the first things that I heard is that the amount of money that you make online is pretty much directly correlated to how many buy buttons you have out there, right? Like how many offers, how many opportunities you give people to purchase from you. And so if you are making these very simple designs over and over and over, it pretty much becomes inevitable that you're going to have orders to process, because all we're doing is making these designs that are feeding people exactly what they want. And following the system, it works. So what we do here in this step is your orders, after you get them, they get submitted to gearbubble. The designs that you have uploaded get printed and then put on your products. The products are then shipped to your customer from within the USA in a matter of days. Now they're shipped from within the USA, but they can go worldwide. So we have DHL International that we use. It can get, I say we because I own the warehouse that fulfills some of the products, the mugs, posters, pillowcases, and shot glasses. Actually, a lot of the time it gets to the worldwide customers even faster than some of the places in USA. You get a tracking number that you can either give your customers, or if you have the integrations, which we'll go into here in a little bit, it'll be hands-off. As I mentioned before, the products are high quality. You saw lots of reviews from people doing well. And generally, the products are shipped out pretty quick. I would say usually 2 to 5 days. During Christmas, understandably, it takes a little bit longer, but usually it's pretty quick. Here you can see Etsy customer ordered a mug on Sunday, gearbubble shipped it on Monday. from there, after you go through the initial system, you can start to scale up if you'd like to. And what I mean here, and this is something, by the way, I don't really do too much. I had said before, this is something I do kind of for fun. I have my other businesses that take up a lot more of my time, but if you start to see that you're in niches that are doing really well, and I'd like to recommend that you throw spaghetti at the wall, go to tons and tons of niches. If you find that some are selling really well, then you can start to scale up. You can put your items in a gearbubble Pro store, in a Shopify store. We go over in the course some apps that you can use to get more sales, how you can build a list, how you can start to bundle your items. And by bundle, I mean instead of selling just one mug, you can sell a mug and a necklace together, or a mug and a shirt together, a shirt and a necklace, on and on, kind of increase your order value. Monthly campaign strategies that you can do to get sales coming in on a consistent basis from your list. Here's someone that I just love this one. She says she has to tag me because in the group, people usually don't tag me. She says, my mug sales just paid for my tickets to a Stanley Cup playoff game. This is a dream for me. I'm not making bank yet, but enough for 2 possibly once in a lifetime experience tickets. I love you, Rachel. And she always undersells herself. She sells a lot. She does really, really well. You can also, if you want to scale up into more items, you can start to do that. So in the course, we have some products available that are not available on gearbubble. You could see here some people, we have coasters. So she said, listed my first several sets of coasters on Etsy Saturday, had my first sale already. This one got a nice review on 4 coasters because that's one of the products here. Amy, humble brag, just sold 18 shot glasses to 1 customer. Shot glasses are now available on gearbubble, but we listed them first for people in the course. Now, a lot of people will start to ask me, are mugs, like what happens if so many people are selling mugs? Is there saturation? And the answer is really no, for lots of reasons. I can go on to so many things, including the fact that, you know, my sales are growing every month, the fact that there are millions of people shopping on Amazon and all kinds of different niches you can get into, and the fact that there were hundreds of thousands of sellers before and all this stuff. But if you still don't, if you still have any kind of anything in your mind, you can also remember that some of these unique items that aren't available for other people are items that you're able to sell and have even more kind of competitive advantage. Now, here are some examples of other people just doing really well. 400 sales, on vacation in California for 18 days, keep getting an average of 5 orders per day. To my 100th mug sale, hit my 1K yesterday. Doug is a friend of mine. He actually just put up 35 products in the very beginning, 10 on Amazon, 25 on Etsy. And he was getting, this was in the very, very beginning. He said he was bringing in $75 to $100 pure profit a week, so $300 to $400 a month, just a car payment. Now he's making way more. I think, if I remember, I think he made $80,000 last year, like pretty passively. He has other businesses, but I'm not 100%. But I know it was a very, very up there. As you can see, now he had some good designs. Sometimes you need to put up more designs to be able to do well. I want to be totally transparent, but it happens either way. If you listen and you don't overcomplicate it, you can get really great results. And the cool thing is too that you can share with people in our group about, you can ask questions. Other people are sharing what they're doing. I hear someone, she had made almost $10,000 in 2 days with a mug. And because our group is so helpful with each other, she posted some, I interviewed her, and then I posted it here, and then she also was around to answer questions. It's cool. She said, couldn't have done it without your training. So there's, to show you the good training in there. And then you can also, by the way, sell bulk items. Some sold 50 mugs, sold 43 mugs, sold 25. Sometimes that happens through the marketplaces. Sometimes people just get used to the idea of the system and then start to kind of branch out a little bit. Here's someone, he had said that he had an idea to do a mug for a friend. His friend was in a biker's club. So he put the biker club logo on a mug and then showed it to his friend, sold 23 of those pretty quickly. And it just works. You know, it just works. So I'm going to go into here what the numbers are, how you can break down how much profit you're going to get here. Okay, one quick sip of water. We'll also go into what your investment for the course is. Now, to kind of explain what the investment is, I think that it's helpful for you to see what the bottom line numbers are, how much money you can expect to make per mug. So for a $14.95 white mug, I'm going to give you the most conservative kind of numbers here. If you have an 11-ounce white mug and you sell that for $14.95 on Amazon, once you make your sale, you'll get $14.95 for the mug, and then you'll also get $4.49 for shipping. You can set your shipping price if you have a pro Amazon account. Otherwise, it just keeps it at $4.49, totally fine. That means you bring in $19.44 of income. Then, of course, you have expenses. You have to pay 15% to Amazon anytime you make a sale, which is pretty, I mean, people start to complain about that, but to me, it's like, why? You had no sales before. You're only ever paying after you sell anything. So just make sure that you have the margin in there. You pay 15% to Amazon. And then to gearbubble, you pay for the actual mug. You don't have to pay anything beforehand. You pay, once you make the sale, $4.95 for the mug, and then another $4.95 for shipping. If you're shipping to somebody who's international, the shipping is only $1 more worldwide. Okay, for expenses, and then you of course make more on the shipping when you sold it there. Expenses are $12.14. So you bring in $19.44, have $12.14 in expenses, that's $7.30 profit margin per mug. Now, of course, you can charge more. You can sell black mugs, color changing, the personalized mugs. You can sell different products. But for that simple one, $7.30. Now, I pulled this to show you just my orders with a product name mug. So this is not including pillowcases, posters, whatever. That's 327 orders in the last 7 days. And at $7.30 profit per mug, that's $2,387 a week, which is $9,548 a month at that trajectory. And I actually pulled this early in the morning. So normally it's over 5 figures in profit. And this is all take-home profit in non-holiday time. And I say non-holiday because this was pulled in March. And I pulled here on Google Trends, I did a search for buy mug just to show you. Here's March. You can see it's not very high if you look at the overall trajectory of what happens later on for like over here when we start to have the spikes for Christmas and different holidays. So 327 orders in really like 6 days and a little change, but we'll say the 7 days for all that in a non-super busy time. As I mentioned, that's just the mugs. You can take the same design, put it on pillowcases, posters, necklaces, all kinds of things. Here is the picture reminding you of how you could take that one design and put it on endless different products. And of course, you can also, by the way, put more time into this than I am. So if we're looking in terms of investment to figure out like what would be fair, if we're doing even 1 month of profit, 1 month worth of profits in a non-busy time, I think 9,548 when you have 11 more months and busier months plus other years, that could be fair, right? I mean, it's not including Christmas. But that's actually it's not anywhere near that, and it's just for the training. So the offer that I mentioned that I was going to make to you, we still have some more to share with you here, but the offer is this low-hanging jumpstart done-for-you solution. And what it is intended to do is make it inevitable that you are able to succeed with this system. You see how simple it is, and now we're adding in everything that we can do to make sure that you just do everything you can to be able to make sales and really be really happy with your success. So the way it works is the first thing that you're going to get you started is you get 100 done-for-you designs. What we do is you get 100 done for you. You get 100 completely unique designs. This is something that like you won't have the same designs as anybody else because I wouldn't want you guys to compete against each other. We would just go into different profitable niches and hand you designs that you can use and then put on different products. So this 100 designs ends up becoming over 1,000 products because you can take that one simple design, put it on 10 plus products, and then start to sell them. So you get a huge product catalog really quickly. You can either, by the way, request designs. So if you want them to be made for certain niches, we can do that, or we can give you random designs. And this alone is worth thousands of dollars to be able to have a product catalog ready to go without having to do much. Then it also includes, obviously, the training that we went over, so all of the steps, and then different case studies. The case studies, we have lots of different things in the course from both studies that I've created and then that other members have added in there from when they've been getting lots of sales. One of the more popular ones is I went in last year, I explained how I made $54,000 in under a month with just one mug. We walked through exactly what the design was and how we were able to sell so much of it when it was a completely brand new item. There's a guy named Jacob who said he saw this case study and it really forced him to go into overdrive because he said he wasn't doing anything with it. And now he has huge months. He's doing really, really well. So this is a really good one. We have all kinds of things there. Different software. So I showed you these already. SpotWins is the tool that goes through the different sites, Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and finds out what's selling, ranks it by best selling. And then Pixplosion is that software I showed you where you can make designs very easily. There are tons of downloads in there, mock-ups that you can use. You can take images like this, for example, if you want to sell necklaces, and we have the image of the girl with the necklace and then the zoom in. You could put your products right in there so you have more different things to use to sell. SEO checklists. I love these pillowcase mock-ups. We have ones like these with kids all over, all kinds of things. We have a fantastic, fantastic Facebook group. And I feel like I can say that because, I mean, you just see, here's someone, I just wanted to comment, never have I been in a group like this where so many take the time and effort to so generously share. Newbie, super ditto, the best I've found. I'm involved in several groups. This is the best. Big thank you to everyone for the help at all times of night. Best group I've been involved with. And then this one, what will we do without this great Facebook group? No matter what comes up, there's help. The reason this Facebook group is so fantastic is we have a moderator in there named Carl who doesn't really sleep. He takes naps throughout the day, and so people will always say, no matter what time of night or day, whatever, they're getting answers. He's incredible. I'm so lucky to have him there. We're all so lucky. And this group is really helpful. So anything you need, you can ask your questions and make sure that you're good to go. We have different spreadsheets and checklists to help make it kind of inevitable. I like to ask, how can we make it inevitable that you succeed? So different things for your top 5 action steps. You can have goals to make your design goals, like calculators to make those. If you want to outsource this later on after you prove it, we have that. Different stats. I went in exactly what sold the best for me throughout 2017, which products, which phrases, all of that. And then it also includes the integrations. We went over the Amazon integration before. This is something that is normally, for the unlimited plan, $97 a month, which is $1,164 a year. And what this does is you go in and you take your product that you put on gearbubble, press the button, have it sent over to Amazon. Once you make your sale on Amazon, the information gets sent back to gearbubble. The product is made and shipped for you. The shipping tracking number gets sent back to your customer. It's hands off. This is $1,164 a year normally, something that people actively pay for. And you are going to get it for lifetime as a part of this offer. This is a really incredible deal. I hear someone says, love this Amazon interface. 14 orders arrived this morning automatically. Pile of shipping confirmation sent out. I didn't have to lift a finger. So all you have to do is focus on the designs. You just auto-fulfill. You don't have to hire an assistant or anything like that. Lifetime, I mean, that adds up pretty quick at $1,164 a year. Plus, we also are including the gearbubble dropship program. This is something that is $997 a year. I call it real world value because it's something that people actually pay for. I know a lot of times people will give these inflated numbers on things are worth, $63 million or something, but people actively pay $997 every year for this. And this is, normally you'd have to pay an extra $1 per product to use the dropship program. And now you're going to get, for life, you will never have to do that. You can use this program if you're entering in products manually, if you're synced into Shopify, you never have to pay per product fees. You don't have any product limits. You can use it with as many products as you want. And lifetime for this too. So $997 a year, you get forever. You also get a lifetime eBay integration, which works the same exact way as the Amazon ones. Press your button, automatically your item goes into eBay, and then it gets fulfilled, order numbers tracked right back to your customers. There is also a never seen before bonus, which is something that people have been asking for forever, and that is a lifetime Etsy integration. This one is super long awaited, and it's going to be $297 a month. Actually, it is $297 a month. The sales page is out there and people have been signing up for it already. That's $3,564 a year. It costs more than Amazon because the Etsy integration has been even more difficult to build. And I can't stress enough how much people have been asking for this. You can see gearbubble Etsy integration should be done. There was talk of Etsy integration. I'd like to know how it's going. When should we expect to see Etsy integration? I'd love to see Etsy integration. Any updates on? Everyone has been wanting this so much. And so to be able to offer it at all is incredible, but lifetime, when it's $3,564 a year, is a really phenomenal deal here. Again, you don't have to pay for your assistant or anything like that. And I've been finding that newer sellers do even better on Etsy than on Amazon. You also get $100 in gearbubble credits. You can see we're really stacking on the value here. And how this works is, I mentioned that after you make a sale, then you would pay for the mug, right? So if you make a sale on Amazon or Etsy or eBay, then after that, you would go into gearbubble, pay the $4.95 for the mug, $4.95 for the shipping, and then it would get sent out for you. Well, now your first $100 worth of sales are on the house. You don't even need to pay for them. You send out your mugs, collect the profits. This is an obvious, $100 real world value because it's what people pay all the time for their mugs. So to go through your investment here, if we're trying to figure out what a fair investment would be, so far you get 100 done for you designs, which creates a catalog for you of 1,000 plus products. It's worth thousands of dollars. Then you have the training, the case studies, all that stuff. My 1 week's worth of profits I had wrong here. It's whatever it was, 3,000 something. We have the different integrations that you get for life. The integrations alone are $6,049 a year, which ends up to being 5 figures worth of value really, really fast. Because even if you just do 2 years of these integrations, that's over $12,000 just on the integrations, not counting your 1,000 plus product catalog. So it's a lot of real world value. And you don't have to pay even 2 years of integrations or half of that or even half of that. Your investment is only one time, $2,000, one single payment, which is really a phenomenal value when you go over everything that you're getting. And I'm actually not even done yet. But if you're already pumped and ready to go, you can go here to the link below, sign up. Please stick that in the chat so everyone can see it. And you can sign up right now. But there's actually, even despite all of that value, there's even more. There's some really fantastic things here that we haven't even gone into. The first thing is my Spot Niches software. This is something that I had originally built for, I was originally going to give it out, and then I just fell so in love with it. I was going to keep it for myself, and then finally I decided to stop being greedy and share it with some people. This tool is ridiculous. It looks really simple, but it's something that costs thousands of dollars to create. I couldn't believe it, but it's been really, really tough to make. Let me actually walk you through how awesome it is and what it does. Okay, so how it works is you put in a keyword that you want to get, or like a general kind of phrase that you want to get some ideas for. And what it does is it will search to see how many items, or how many, for all the kind of permutations of that phrase, it'll look to see how many searches that phrase gets each month. And then it'll look at the number of results on Amazon. We also have it for eBay and Etsy coming, by the way. And then you can click opportunity here, and it'll sort it out by which items have the highest, I call opportunity percentage, meaning they have the most searches with the fewest results. I've used accountant as my example before, so now there's less, but you can see accounts payable mug right now, 3,000 searches a month, only 315 results. That gives a pretty good opportunity ranking. I did another one here for lawyer gifts. Click on opportunity, and goodbye gift lawyer, 100 searches, 128 results. We actually have some better ones here. Let me do something like nurse mug. It takes a second sometimes for the bigger keywords because it goes through all these different permutations. So what I usually like to do is have a bunch of tabs open at once and then have it so that I just run all my searches and then come back and click the opportunity percentage. But normally I'll run a search and you could find like 30 plus keywords that are really good to start creating designs for. You can either use them in your titles or you can create designs for them. Like if you see bar gift lawyer is a good one, then you could create a design for that. Okay, so we can walk you through back again. Normally this is like tons and tons of results. Oops, so you also get, we'll go back here, 90 days of weekly Q&A calls. And with these, every week we have a webinar. We switch up the times because I want to accommodate for everyone around the world, since we have people from all over signing up for this. And you can send in your questions in advance if you can't make it. We have replays, transcripts, all of that. And anything that you need in order to succeed with this, you can ask. I'll give you full transparency question answering. And this is something that I offered a JumpStart before. And a lot of people have asked if we could offer this as a paid program because it's so helpful. Lots of people say the answers are really and I'll stay on pretty much as long as we need. So sometimes it can be longer. Usually after a couple weeks, people start to just get it and they start just being busy making sales. But this is very, very valuable. You also get something that is, I don't know if it's the lifetime integrations that are the most valuable or this part, probably the lifetime integrations, but this is where you can pay for the course, pay for the entire thing right away, and I'll walk you through how. But what this does is, normally, you saw when I walked you through creating an Amazon listing, we normally click the button that says we're going to send the mugs to Amazon as they're made. But you're going to get 5 boxes of free mugs so that you can actually take these mugs and send them directly to Amazon ahead of time, which is going to help you have the Prime label, this label right here, on those particular listings. When you have the Prime level, of course, it's going to help increase your sales because people see Prime and they see they get fast shipping. This is something, a mug is normally $4.95, so you're going to get a box. Each box is 36. You'll get 5 of those, so you're going to 180 mugs, which is $891 worth of, again, real world people pay this value. We can help you find the best designs. Either you have existing designs, if you want to use those, awesome. If not, you can take the 100 designs that we've given you and we can pull your designs from there. We put your designs on the mugs and then ship them to Amazon for you. Now here is the Prime button, so you can see what it is. People would just be able to see that and then know that they can get fast shipping. That's what Prime means to you. Now here's how this can pay for the entire thing. When you send your mug to Amazon, normally I like to do $19.95 for my prices for the FBA mugs, and then the free shipping, because if someone has the Prime label, they get the free shipping if they have Prime, which many people do. You're going to have fees. $5.98 are the fees for FBA. Sometimes they vary up and down, but I took a conservative one, and you would be paying $5.98 for that. You'll be paying another, like, we'll say 28 cents for shipping your mugs to Amazon. So for fees alone, you would have $6.20. Right? So you are selling your mug for $19.95, and then you have fees for $6.20, which means your profit for each mug is $13.75. So when you look at the $13.75 profit per mug times 180 mugs, your net profit, what you take home, is $2,475. That pays for everything. So then everything else that you're getting, the integrations for everything, the $100 in credits, the 100 done for you designs, which you can make to 1,000 plus credits, all of it, it's all just extra. So this is really a spectacular, spectacular deal. It really is. You can see the $12,000 in integrations for 2 years, you get it for lifetime. And then everything else is just extra kind of padding on the cake. So you can sign up below. So here is everything that you get. There is a ton of value. We're going to quickly run down everything in this spectacular offer. First, you get the 100 done for you designs, which makes 1,000 plus products. You will have an instant product catalog ready to go. You'll get the low-hanging system training. You will get all of the case studies included with that, including the 54K Mother's Day one. You'll get the Spot Wins research tool so that you can very effortlessly search lots of different products across lots of different stores and see which ones are selling the best. You will get Pixplosion, that software that helps you create designs in seconds. You'll get all the downloads to do everything we can to help you make as many sales as possible. You'll get the Facebook group, which so many people say it's the best one they've been involved with, and in many ways really can pay for all of this itself, just to be able to have that immediate feedback with all of your help, with all of your questions. We have all of the checklists and spreadsheets to help you get organized. We have the lifetime Amazon integration. This is a really big deal. People are paying for this actively, $997 a year. And you'll be getting it for the rest of your life. You'll get the lifetime Use gearbubble integration, which you can use with Shopify or gearbubble Pro, whatever. You will get the eBay integration. You'll get the Etsy integration. All of these integrations for life is over $6,000 every single year. After 2 years, you're in the 5-figure range. $100 in gearbubble credits. You get 90 days of the software here where you can find very easy, you can see here actually in the screenshot what it normally looks like. You put in the keyword and then you see all these different things. This one has, for example, tax accountant, 3,200 searches a month, only 2,500 results. This one, 2,000 searches a month, only 59 results. 900 searches a month, only 11 results. There are lots of great opportunities out there that you can find. The 90 days of weekly Q&A calls. So anything that you need to know, anything stopping you, or if you want me to critique your products, or just kind of, I know sometimes you don't know what you don't know, so you get to ask or hear other people's questions. You have all of that. You have these 5 boxes of free mugs that will get sent to Amazon for you and can pay for all of this right away. Here's everything, guys. I'm putting this all in one slide so you can see this is a ton of value. There's so many different elements of this that pay for the entire thing with just that particular element. And this stacks and stacks and stacks. We have thousands and thousands of testimonials. I will actually walk you guys through it here in a second if you want to see just how many there are. But here are just some people. And then there are also people, by the way, I mentioned I did a JumpStart program before. You can see that people did really well. Someone says, I'm very, very grateful for this program. At that point, he had sold out of 3 boxes of FBA mugs, but he would have sold out more before Christmas for sure. So it seems every time I check the app, another unit is sold. This person, I sent in 5 cases to FBA, that's Amazon, where you're shipping for the Prime label for those 5 boxes of free mugs. All unproven designs, just about sold out. This one, with that tool that I was showing you, Spot Wins, freaking awesome. I found more than 50 good keywords. He said, I pretty much bought this just for the software. The rest is gravy. Lots and lots of people having their mugs pay for the course. We had somebody here who said, she emailed me personally. She didn't want to say it publicly, but she was not sure if she wanted to join. She said, I was lamenting over the decision to invest $2,000 into your program because she had $6,300 bill that she needed to pay pretty quickly. And she was afraid if she spent money, we should just be taking away from that bill. Well, she ended up taking the mug money that she made. She did join the JumpStart. She paid off her bill of $6,300. And that was just for the bill. She still made money beyond that as well. So that was really cool to see that she was able to do so well that quickly with this. We have someone else saying it was a really great experience. She's glad that she did it. All of the mugs she had on FBA, she either sold them out already or knew that they will. The reason she didn't know is because she puts even more, she sells even more on there. She does really well. She said the webinars were very helpful. She created almost 500 new listings. The Spot Wins tool was really helpful for her. Here's someone who sent a really big email. I tried to condense it as much as possible, but he says, before the program, I'd sold $0 on Amazon. Will pay the investment in the program many times over. And he went through and talked about how he made sales, and then so this is one of the few times I just followed what I was shown to do, and what do you know, it works. He asked if we could keep selling spot niches because everyone loves it. The program itself had no flaws for me, all delivered or over-delivered. Fantastic customer service from Stephanie and Kim. And again, here is everything that you get. Tons and tons and tons of things. People say, wow, I put my 8 mugs yesterday, just now got a sale, spent this weekend going through most of the program. I just got my first sale. Basically now she has to go through the training. People just sold a mug that I sold last night. Thanks for adding me. Jumped on. 3rd day, sold 3 mugs at $5 profit each. Haven't even gotten into the training yet. This may be my favorite testimonial ever. Just got my first sale. I'm not sure how I did it. All I did was sit back and pray about it to get a sale. What do I do next? How do I handle the order? Which is, of course, included in the training, but he just, I guess, sold before he even finished it. I picked up the low-hanging last night, watched training videos late into the night, created first campaign early this morning, made first sale before noon. Lots and lots of value here, guys. And I will keep this slide up unless you have questions that take me out of it. But again, so many of these little sections pay for everything for the entire course. And actually, you know what? I'm going to quickly go through. I keep a file of the different screenshots from people when they're saying that they're doing well. And this is, call it my LHS wins. Actually, what I was doing was I was putting it in a book. We had like a coffee table book that we were going to use to give to people who were doing well. And so we have like a mindset section I put in here first. And then we took some of those screenshots and we started putting it in this book. It's really fun. But we have here, I mean, it just goes on and on and on. You could see, I'll scroll down if you see my cursor up here. As I scroll down, how it just barely moves because we have so many testimonials. Here, like, and most of these are based on making sales. So here are some that I was from people's results, but let me scroll down. Okay. Made my first sale, first Amazon sale, going awesome, another Amazon sale. I mean, my internet can't even like keep up with all of this. She says, thankful for LHS, made at least 11 sales. She's made way more since then, like multiple 5 figures. I actually met up with her in London and she's doing incredible. This is just like, it goes on and on. This is from the very beginning. It goes from the beginning to the most recent. And you can see here, this cursor is barely moving. We have so many people. Sold another first Amazon sale. It works. Would have never thought of it. $815. Sold my first mug. Sold 4 mugs since Saturday. I'm a little surprised. Definitely believe things are about to pick up. Amazon order with the Amazon integration that she just got. I mean, it's on and on. And I'm showing you this because I don't want you to think that I'm like plucking a few testimonials or something. These are all different names that are doing well. So many people posting, and it also speaks to the value of the Facebook group and how comfortable people are with sharing. So that is, you guys can see that. Let me go back over here. Okay, now let's start going into your questions. So we have a lot of questions here. Please put in QQQ before your question if this is something that has not yet been answered.
Rachel, real quick, while you're letting those questions come in, I just want to do a real quick recap on some of the pieces of the offer that I think are really valuable. So me, obviously, I've spent all the time and money developing these integrations, and I know how much they're worth, and I know how much people pay for them. The integrations alone that we have in this offer are incredible. People pay monthly, people pay yearly. This is the only time we've ever offered lifetime integration to all of our integrations, and it's the only time we will ever do it. We won't do it again after this promotion, period. In this statement, you will never see lifetime again. And the reason why is it took us like 6 months just to build Etsy, and if we knew how much Etsy cost to build in the first place, we probably wouldn't have built it. That's how much it costs to build. So you'll never see lifetime again. And it's not because you can make $1 million on Etsy. It's because just for us to build and make that integration, it costs us a ton of money. So this is the only time you'll ever get it. If you want to do Etsy later, you're going to have to pay. And the cheapest thing to pay for on Etsy is $97 a month. So I highly recommend that you get it now. Rachel, quit moving and zooming in and out. You're making me crazy over here. So the lifetime on all those integrations is easily worth it. Now the second big piece here that I want to talk about, the lifetime integrations is crazy, is the 5 boxes of free mugs. Now Rachel's touched on it before, but you got to make the mathematical equation here. I make like $12 per mug. $12, and she sends 180 mugs out there. I don't know what the exact breakdown of that is, but that's well over $2,000, and you can charge more. That's what I charge, so that's not inflated. That's not really weird or some awkward situation. That is the exact amount I charge for mugs. If you just sell the boxes, which a lot of people do, if you just sell out the boxes, do nothing else, don't show up to the coaching calls, don't use the integrations, don't do anything else, you're going to make money. Do nothing else. And a lot of the boxes are going to sell for you because Rachel's team makes them, and if you let her do the designs for you, they're done by a proven team that knows exactly how to rank them in the search engines, knows how to design them in advance for that. So if they get the designs, you put them up there, and you just sell the mugs and the boxes alone, you're going to make money. I just wanted to point out those two pieces alone, because to me, that's the two big pieces. Never have to pay a fee, never have to pay for integration ever again. Make money just selling the boxes and mugs if you don't even do anything. And then you get credits, you get all kinds of tools, and that's just like, to me, it's just extra jazzy bonus. And that's not even talking about the designs. So I just wanted to cover those two pieces while Rachel goes into the questions, and I'll let her take back over, because I want you to understand, I really feel this is the most valuable offer we've ever created. Lifetime will never be around again. But I was just recapping, like Rachel probably did, the lifetime, the only time you'll ever get it. Sell the mugs, you make money. Everything else is just gravy to me. Go ahead.
Okay, let me open up these questions here on my other screen so I can see everything. Again, please just put in QQQ in front of your question so that if it may have been answered already. There's just so much in here. Okay, someone says, can you explain the integration? Yeah, so the way that the integration works is you come up with your phrases, make the designs, put them on the gearbubble products like we walked through. So the whole process, very, very easy and quick. And then you go into Amazon or your gearbubble and you find your product, and then you just hit upload. And then the product will upload usually within a few hours, and then it'll get ported over into Amazon for you, and then or eBay, Etsy, Shopify, whatever you're using the integration for. And then every time you make a sale, all the information from your customer, the shipping address, the design that they bought, gets sent into gearbubble. They create the product for you, ship it directly to your customer, and the tracking number gets updated automatically. So it's like hands-off income for you. And these integrations, normally $6,000 a year, you would pay for them individually. And I've shown you how people have been able to, they would pay them off pretty quickly, but you're going to have them for life. Even after 2 years, it would be over $12,000 you would pay, but you're going to get those for life. It's a really fantastic value. Okay. Yes, gearbubble can integrate with Amazon.ca and .co.uk. There is currently not a payment plan because there are so many hard costs with this. Because if you look at this, we have the 5 boxes of free mugs that are like real hard costs. The designs we have to pay for the designers on. The $100 in gearbubble credits, those are real things that buy more hard goods. The integrations have a lot of costs. So that is why there is not currently a discount for people who already own low-hanging system. We are toying with different things that we can do to kind of make it, like, to do something extra special for you guys. As of right now, there's not a discount. The Spot Wins one is not available for anywhere. Answering these questions, it's not available anywhere else. Neither is Spot Niches, so you wouldn't be able to get it. For the person saying she missed the start, the mugs that are being sent to FBA, they're not blank. They have your text already on them. So you choose the 5 designs. You could do 1 design, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 boxes. All 5 boxes the same 1 design. It's up to you. And then they get sent to Amazon with the designs already. And then customers can click the button, buy it, and then have it in their house in the next day or 2. Okay. Someone says, I'm interested to get this. My question is, do we have to pay $40 for Amazon Seller Central Pro account? No, you don't have to pay. It's optional. You can do the basic account. The $40 Pro account pays for itself pretty quickly because you really only need, we talked about how you can make $7.30 on a conservative 11-ounce white mug. So if you got even 5 sales a month, then that would pay for it and everything else would be gravy. But you don't need it. There's a way to bypass it, which we go over in the course. And then for Etsy, you can get your first 40 listings for free. We go over how to do that. And then after that, it's 20 cents per listing. There's no monthly fee. Yes, for the person who already signed up, first of all, congratulations and thank you. And you should get a welcome email with all of your login information. Okay. QQQ Q, can you show spot niches? Yeah, let me walk you through back. That is the tool here that I was saying you put in your main keyword, for example, nurse mug, and then all of the different permutations come up. It goes and it sorts by number of searches, so it will look for each of these keywords to see how many searches each of the keywords has, and then it goes into the number of Amazon results for each of these keywords. So some of them might have, you know, not very many Amazon results at all, but a lot of searches, and so then you can find the high value keywords. All you do here is you sort by opportunity percentage twice, and then you'll start to see the best keywords with the highest chance of making sales. For example, here, nurse practitioner mug, 12,100 searches a month, only 283 results. Now, some of these are because there's a lot of people who are misspelling some of these keywords, and you can just put the misspelled keyword in your actual title and then make sales from that. This one, fertility nurse mug, 600 people are looking for that every single month. There's only 21 results. This one, 1,100 searches, 343 results. So it's just an awesome tool. It's really addicting. I can spend such a long time on this because usually I'll see this, for example, nurse mug, and then I'll see something like nurse superpower mug. So then I'm looking for a superpower mug or superpower gifts or mentor gifts. And you just find zillions and zillions of things that you can create products for that are profitable or have high potential to be profitable. Okay. After the Spot Niches membership is up, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do after. You don't get automatically charged or anything like that, and we'll let you know. We'll stay in communication about it. But there's no extra monthly fees or anything that you have to pay. This is a one-off payment. Okay, so it says, how long does it take to set everything up? So it's pretty easy to set things up. For people who have zero experience, inside the course we have a quick start training, and that is about 90 minutes worth of content. Some of it's optional, and I recommend that everybody goes through that training if you're new. And after that, there's a ton of stuff in the membership area that you can go through. There's a lot of supplementary information, but I wanted you to be able to kind of just get the easiest kind of path of least resistance to get going. So I would say definitely make sure you have 90 minutes for that. The videos are able to be sped up. I know most people slow me down, but you can speed them up, slow them down, whatever. And then there's transcripts. And once you go through that, then you have the foundation for everything you need to list your products and stuff. And the training, by the way, is set up where there's lots of little videos so that you can point and click to whatever you want. You don't have to go through and watch long rambling videos. I like to kind of create things based on the way that I use them. So we have lots of point and click videos, we have transcripts, and it's very much based on what will help you the most. Okay, let's see here. The Etsy stores, if you have more than one Etsy store, this gives you 3 Etsy stores. So you can, and what you would pay $3,564 a year for, you'll get not only for life, but for 3 different stores. We do not have a UK warehouse, but we ship from the United States worldwide. And because we have DHL International and they're so well set up for international, items do really, like they get there pretty quickly, especially the UK, Europe area. Okay. Let me see, we answered some of these. Yes, absolutely. You can already do this if you have low-hanging system. This is supplemental, so consider it like a competitive edge that you have low-hanging system already, and you've already know. I mean, either way, you're going to have the training, but think of it as like now this is extra oomph for you to really utilize what you got so excited about and make it inevitable that you succeed. Okay. For the UPC exemption codes, yeah, it's all explained inside low-hanging system. We have all the training and stuff in there. For the 100 random designs, so the way that it works is you get, we have, like in the spirit of wanting to make things as easy as possible for people,